Hey, yo. You know you guys got no running brake lights?
No brake lights?
Do your brake lights work when you hit the pedal, but like running brake lights? Like, yeah, like it's, you know, it's on when you're doing it during the night.
Okay.
So just let's up, because I'll get you a fat ticket. So,
Yeah,
yeah, no problem. Have a good one. What's that?
Be safe out there.
Yeah, thank you. What is going on, my YouTube family? How y'all doing this evening? So I figured I'd do something different, see if it works out, test it out, do like a little night vlog here. No like rear facing camera for this because it's so fucking dark, and it's the GoPro 5 doesn't do very well in the dark. I'm not entirely sure how well the 7's gonna do in the dark, because it is like, Tucson is what it's called, like an astronomy friendly city, or I forget exactly what they call it, but that means that all the lights in Tucson are like a yellowy, like, you know, not super bright, they're like yellowish, off-white, if you will. And like a lot of the like neighborhoods and shit like that don't have that many lights in it whatsoever, because we have so many observatories around here that it's, you know, light pollution for them. So they, anyway, that's just the way it is. So a lot of parts of Tucson are very dark, so even like the best camera, you know, if it's just dark, it's just dark, man. There's nothing you can do about it. So, but we'll see. Well, what I was going to talk about today, and this is actually a topic that the homie Bill got me onto, and because he asked me one day, he was like, hey, after your accident, were you ever scared to get back on, or have like bad thoughts about it, or, you know, just any moment in time did you like not want to get back on a bike because of your accident? And so I figured I'd go over like during the accident, like what was going on, what was going through my mind, what it's like, for those of you, so that if somebody actually does, I'm gonna say when, because if you ride for a decent amount of time, there's a very good chance that you will go down eventually. Even the best street riders riding for years and years and years generally have gone down. Now, it might just be a small little thing, or it might be a big thing, but this is what I was going to go over today. So we'll start off with my accident in general, and I'll go ahead and post it right here.
Here?
Yeah, shut up, dude. All right, guys, see you later.
Hey, bro. Okay, what do you need?
So yeah, so that's my accident. A lot of you have seen it. I did what's called a high side on it, which my front tire went to the right, my back tire went to the left. It caught grip and it slingshots you off, and that's what happened to me. There was dirt in the middle of the road. I was being stupid and you know, not paying attention. I was still fairly new to riding, and I was very, very new to a powerful bike, one that has, you know, over 100 horsepower and lots of torque, and that's what did me in. I didn't respect the bike, period. That's what the problem was. So let's talk about after it happened. So after it happened, I never really lost consciousness. It was like when I started to go right, when it started to spin out on me, everything got really smooth and really, really slow. Like when people tell you, I don't know if you heard it out, like people in traumatic events or accidents or something's happening, everything really kind of seemed to slow down very, very much. I was only in the air probably like a second, or maybe, but it really did seem like 10 to 15 seconds of me just kind of floating. And I say this, that it's slowed down, because I had enough presence of mind to go, fuck, you know, like, holy shit, this is really happening to me. And then think about, man, what's gonna happen like during it. Like I was like, fuck, this is really gonna hurt. You know, I can't believe I just crashed my new motorcycle, and then bah, 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 and everything went really quick. It was just a bunch of scratching, grinding. You know, it was dark like it is right now, so it wasn't like daylight, nighttime. You know, it wasn't like sky, ground. No, it was just straight bunch of scratching and a bunch of like, basically like a jumbled TV picture. You know what I mean? Just a black jumbled TV picture in front of me of what had like just should just happen. Okay, so afterward, immediately I was on the ground, and I had to roll over, and at first I was like, oh shit, you know, like this happened, I'm okay, don't worry about it. go ahead and try to get up. And at the time, I did sit up, no problem, wasn't my issue. You know, after a couple seconds, after my friend, you know, got to me, and I felt okay. Like, I felt, you know, I could tell stuff was hurting a little bit, but I felt good. Like, I was like, you know, this sucks. I was actually supposed to be going to a going away party for a friend of mine that day. You know, she was leaving for California for good. And I was like, oh shit. And I was thinking, man, you know, god damn it, I just crashed my bike. This is gonna make me really late for this party. And then after that, and that's the thing about it, is if you do go, when you do go down, if you do go down, you've got to realize that your initial reaction, because of your body, the way a human is it's gonna want to get up. It's gonna want to get up. It's gonna want to, you know, try to go. It's gonna try to get out of the situation, and that's just your body's natural response. You know, fight or flight. Like, it thinks it's hurt. Okay, we gotta move. We gotta go. So you gotta take it easy. You go down. You've got, if you can, you know, if I'm not in the middle of the road, you know, being in more of a danger, you've got, and if you do, you got to get up and move somewhere. You've got to relax for a minute. You've got to give your body enough time to tell you what's wrong with it. Because if you start moving things that aren't supposed to be moving, you're going to cause more damage. Especially like a neck injury or a spinal injury. That could go from, you know, a couple months of rehab to paralyzed to fatal. Very, very, very quick. So you've got to relax. You got to let your body say what's up and let you know. After that, of course, everything fucking hurt. It sucked. Ambulance came, took me in, and this is a prime example of you not really knowing how bad things can be. I was in the ambulance, like, does anything else hurt? I was like, no, just my left side, which I had broken ribs, broken my arm, you know, lacerated my spleen inside, which we didn't know about that either. I was internal bleeding, but he started looking me over, you know, doing a check like an EMT should, and he's like, man, your knee's wide open. I was like, what? And I looked at my right knee, and that there's like my jeans are ripped that I had on, and so I was like, oh, it's like, okay, you know, didn't really process fully what he had said, and he goes, look, and he grabs the rip in my knee and rips open my jeans, and my knee is open, like it's, I'll take a picture of my scar right now, put it up. But it was literally like folded back. Like, you could see for those of you that know anatomy and stuff, you could see my patella tendon moving back and forth when I would move it. And I was like, oh shit. And I didn't feel it. Like, it didn't hurt, but it was open. Like, it was really good. And so that's a prime example of your body not, you know, you not knowing what's wrong with your body. And that should have hurt, but it didn't for some reason. And so I got to the hospital. Everything was okay. They were checking me over. They were really worried about me going to surgery with my lacerated spleen. So I couldn't drink anything for a very long time, which really, really still, like, oh, we're giving you saline. Yeah, your body may be hydrated, but your mouth is dry as fuck. So that was a good day and a half. Probably about 24 hours of me not being able to drink anything because I thought I was going to have to go to surgery. And then I got out. Now, the mental aspect of this, okay? I can understand some people are not going to handle it well. And this is my philosophy on it, is that if it's a true passion of yours, you're going to be able to handle it better. If it's something that you're really like, man, you're going to think, man, I could have died, I could have done this, why am I doing this, blah, blah, blah. Me, for the immediate week after, I kept having these very, very, very vivid dreams of, like, you're good, dude, go, of, like, me being on this bike, me being on the old bike I had, the 250, me being on like just random people's bikes, and crashing. And it was those types of dreams where, like, it was super vivid and stuff, and then, like, you'd wake up like, oh, and you'd wake up like really sudden, and like, I don't want to say violently, but very abruptly. And that happened for a week, and I was on pain pills and stuff like that, which probably didn't, you know, probably played into the vividness and stuff of it. But never once in my life during that did I ever think I didn't want to ride again. I had crashed right in front of my buddy's house, and so I asked him, I was like, can you please take my bike and put it in your backyard? He's like, yeah, I got you, don't worry. And I kept texting him like, hey, you have the key, you have this, you have that, does it start up, does it run, like, is it leaking oil, is there anything wrong with it? And he's like, no bro, no. He's like, it's fucked up cosmetically, your whole left side's screwed. He's like, but listen, and he sent me a video. Like, the best thing ever was I was just about to get out of the hospital, and he sent me a video of him starting it up, letting it sit for a while, and just revving it, just boom, 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 boom. And I was like, oh God, okay, thank you. You know, like, oh man, I was so excited. And that was my my viewpoint on it. So if you crash, oh, pothole. If you crash, and it's, I can understand it's a very traumatic thing, but oh damn, look at this guy. Uh-oh. And it goes through your mind that you don't want to ride anymore. I want to say I would suggest you don't ride anymore, because if you ride scared, if you ride anxious, if you ride something like that, bad stuff's going to happen. But it never once went through my head to not ride again. Oh, hey, you scared me, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't in my mind. I really, and how I tested if I was able to ride was the bike finally got over to my parents' house, and I had to stay at my parents' I had to stay at my parents' house for like, I think it was a week, and then I stayed at my house for another 2 weeks, and then I could finally kind of limp, because I didn't have any disability, I didn't have any, you know, like accident insurance, so I needed to get back to work. So I did go back to work 3 weeks in. But I would go out and I would pull the clutch, because I had broken my radial neck, basically my elbow, part of my elbow. I couldn't pull the clutch in because there was so much pressure on it and it hurt. So the moment that I got the bike back and I was able to pull the clutch in and hold it for a good amount of time, release it, you know, hold it, do all that stuff, that was when I was like, okay, let's do this, you know. And I was itching to get on, man. It was so bad. I was so sad that I couldn't ride and stuff like that. So that goes to show you the mindset of someone that I think, I don't want to say like I'm not trying to be like I'm a badass or anything, but someone that has a true passion for motorcycle riding. That this is more than just like transportation, you know. It's a lifestyle, man. It just feels rad. It feels rad, you know. So yeah. So that's my thing. So if you ever wonder what it's like to go down, if you ever wonder, you know, Jesus fuck, dude. I could hear that guy's fucking navigation thing as he rode away. What is it with Harley dudes and that, man? Like, is that acceptable? Like, I don't get it. I don't fucking... Anyway, sorry. That's how it is. So if you're ever curious about it, you know, and if you're curious about it, or if you crash and you have issues with it, or something like that, come, you know, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up in the comments, come talk to me. I'll be more than happy to converse with you. So, well, my peeps, I guess we'll see if this vlog was any good with how dark it is and stuff like that. I gotta go to the store. It's like 7:45, and I've got to stay up until 4 in the morning. So it's gonna be a long night for me. So that way I can go to bed tomorrow morning and then get up and go to work again. But yeah, hit me up on Instagram. Come talk to me. Come say what's up. Other than that, I'll talk to y'all later.